That's good. I went on a date with this guy once. I don't remember his name, let's just call him Al. And when the waiter came and I ordered my dirty gin martini with olives, Al ordered the same. And when the drinks came back, Al took a sip. Oh, he made this face. Oh! I asked him if there was something wrong with his drink. He said, "How can you drink this?" I said, "Al, have you ever had a dirty martini before?" He said, "No." "Well, why would you order one?" "I don't know, I just wanted to try something different." Fair enough. I asked him what he didn't like about it. He said, "I don't know, it just tastes like the ocean." I said, "That's what I liked about it. It tasted like home." Alice, yeah? I want to go home. Dorothy? Yeah? What's keeping you? Well, I am well acquainted with the hopeless situation. I'd go as far to say that we're good friends, and we hang out on the corner with our other good friend, Sorrow, waiting through the day until it ends, until the street lights are ignited and the parking lots are emptied of their travelers from the day. Among the city planted tulips and forget-me-nots, what are we? Artists here? What are we? Artists here? In the soil that I was planted, in the sun I took for granted, my roots and stem were severed from each other. My waking is to weep, my comfort is to sleep, but I'm not lonely here, for loss became my lover. She is charming and disarming, and she likes to dance around the garden of our floundering family tree. My love for her is something no one seems to understand. What are we? Artists here? What are we? Artists here? I was supposed to meet someone here. I'm just so tired. There's this tangled mesh of slimy, wet seaweed, dripping black and hanging limp, drenched up from the depths to sit at my feet. I was drinking this cool, crisp glacier water, so bitingly cold it made me gasp in delight, so quenching I thought I'd found my secret fountain of youth, a bucket thrown over my head making me shriek in giddiness, pure ecstasy, joy. And then, out of nowhere, slowly creeping, seaweed, tainting the clean pond, spoiling my thirst, drying my throat, and leaving me looking down at my feet. When the sunset heads for cover and the lovers turn their hearts to meet each other in a kiss. And the autumn leaves are gathered and are set to burn. What are we? Are we our best here? What are we? Are we our best here?
I enjoy drinking. I do. And I enjoy eating. I enjoy drinking and eating at a really good meal. I remember this meal that I had once in Cris that lasted for 5 hours. Not just scarf it down and then talk and drink for the remainder, but an actual dinner that lasted for 5 hours. Each course more beautiful than the next. It was this local place. I was a very privileged, special guest, tourist. Here was the owner, a very jolly Greek man with tanned, leathery skin and beautiful smile lines around his eyes, a huge black mustache, comical really, and a pipe. And he raised his own livestock for the meat and his own chickens for the eggs. And he had his own gardens and fruit trees for the fresh fruits and vegetables and the most amazing fruit liqueur. And he had his own vineyard where he grew the grapes for the wine and goats for the milk and the cheese. At one point it was just too much. I had to lean back and unbutton my pants and put down my knife and my fork. At which point my host, Sophia, leaned forward and very passionately said, "Don't stop! Don't stop!" How could I argue? I picked up my knife and my fork and I kept eating. It was a night of endless abandon and wild conversation. And even though I didn't always understand what was being said, and even though it was very, very far away, that dinner table felt like home. freshly baked biscuits.
Yeah, with melted butter.
My mom's chocolate chip cookies.
An open window.
Of a car on a road trip.
Singing my favorite songs.
At the top of my lungs.
At an upright piano. Oh.
S'mores.
Around a huge bonfire.
The sound of my love's voice.
When he says my name.
Our friends laughing.
Yeah, an audience laughing.
Hey, we made it.
Yeah, we're home.
We're home.